Hello friends, welcome to Creative Home Projects YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss and demonstrate how we made the floor of our chicken house without using cement, but locally available materials. So, what is the floor of your chicken house made of? Is it dusty, which is dangerous? Is it wet, or it is always cold? This one answers all those questions and is cheap to make, meaning that you can also make one for your chicken. So watch this video until the end and don't skip any part so that you don't miss what we have demonstrated about making such a cheap chicken house floor. The first thing that we do is leveling the chicken house first. And if one has been following these videos, in our construction, we did not consider leveling the plot on which we constructed the chicken house. And if one can observe well, this plot on which we constructed this house, it is at a slope. So the strategy that we used was leveling only the inside of the chicken house. To reduce on the intensity of this work, we choose to divide this chicken house into two. So it is going to be at two levels. Meanwhile, the biggest reason why we have to level our chicken house is to make sure that the chicken do not scratch the litter on one side of the chicken house and leave the other side bare. And because the chicken house is going to have two levels, between the levels we have considered putting some timber so that the chicken do not scratch the litter from one portion to the other, meaning that each level is going to contain its litter. But again, make sure that each portion of the chicken house is as flat as possible, because even within that portion, the litter may be scratched from one side, leaving the other bare. And why are we doing all this? To avoid a bare floor. We do this with a deep litter system to avoid the bad smell inside the chicken house, and also accumulation of ammonia gas in the chicken house from heaps of chicken droppings that are piled up on the other side of the chicken house that you leave bare. Meanwhile, you need to make a DY compressor, and you can make one by yourself also to help you compress the soil or the floor of the chicken house. And this is how we use it to compress the soil. Then we do pour some good amount of water in that compressed soil. Then we try compressing the soil once again. Then we look out for wet cow dung. And the main importance of cow dung in this case is to replace cement. It acts as a binder between soil particles. And this is the medicine for the dust in the chicken house. Hope we all know the danger of having dust in the chicken house. Next, we mix some soil in the cow dung, and the ratio of the cow dung soil should be around 1:5. For example, for 1 wheelbarrow of cow dung, add 5 wheelbarrows of soil. That ratio is good enough. However, the more the percentage of the cow dung in your composition, the better the flow. And finally, this is the floor that we have all along been planning for. It is cheap, easy to make, and is good enough for your poultry at home. And if you find this piece of content useful, like the video and share it with a friend. Consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you always get to know each time we upload a new video. And in this coming video, don't miss how we designed a machine that chops banana peelings into chicken feet.